Hi, today is day number 16 of 40 days of training videos, and I want to talk to you today about back pain because I have a lot of clients that struggle with this, and I've struggled with this myself. In fact, had back surgery quite a few years ago, so I'm very conscious of movements and how they affect your back. And most of the back pain that we experience is because of weaknesses in our skeletal system. And most of it is caused by sitting too much. So when we sit too much, we tend to have very weak glutes and very weak abs, which gives us this posture where we're kind of caved in. So if you want your leg, ideally, to be at neutral, which would be here, you need to squeeze your glutes and you need to squeeze your abdominal muscles in. So my recommendation to you during the course of everyday living is when you're standing, think about pointing both feet forward, squeeze your glutes as tight as you can and squeeze your abs in. And now you're in a neutral position. And this is strengthening your glutes, which in turn will keep you from having back pain. So most back pain is caused by weak glutes and weak abdominal muscles. Usually whatever is hurting, there's a problem above or below it. In this case, it's typically below it, but sometimes rounding forward because of texting and screens can also give you that rounded shoulder, which will cause back pain as well. So what I typically tell people, especially when I'm working them out, is pretend somebody is zipping you up the front and down the back. This drops the shoulders down your spine, and it also, and then squeeze your glutes and squeeze your abdominal muscles. And do this whenever you think about it, and your core will start to engage and get stronger. Now I'm going to show you a few exercises to strengthen your weak glutes, if you have weak glutes, which we almost all do. And the first one is just a basic squat. And most people will see something on Pinterest or they'll see an exercise and say, oh, okay, I'll do squats. And they just go through the motions and do the squats. But you see, I'm still in a flexed position here. Now, if I squat, come up, squeeze the glutes, squat, come up, squeeze the glutes, now I'm actually activating those glute muscles and I'm getting a lot more bang for my buck, even though I'm really not taking any more time to do it. I'm just doing it right. And this is what trainers are supposed to do for you, teach you how to do these exercises right. So that's what I'm trying to do today. So there's one. When you're doing a squat, whether you're loaded with weight or not, squeeze the glutes on your up movement. Now the same thing with a deadlift. When you go over in a deadlift, if you don't have good hip mobility, I wouldn't recommend deadlifts. I'd recommend a good morning where you put a bar on your shoulders and go over like this and then come up and squeeze your glutes. So you're going over with a flat back and then come up and squeeze your glutes. If you have weights in your hands, you're still doing the same movement, but until you've mastered this movement, I wouldn't recommend using weights. So go over with a flat back, come up, squeeze your glutes again. So here, again, we're trying to activate the glute muscles so that we can alleviate back pain. So whether you're doing a good morning or a deadlift, remember to squeeze your glutes very tight when you're in that up position. Now I'm going to show you one more exercise, and this one's on the floor. And this is called an anchored bridge. So you've probably seen the bridges where you go up and down like this. And again, if your back is weak, you'll tend to hyperextend at the top, and you'll get that low back curve. But if you come up and squeeze your glutes, then you can get that lift. Now if you don't come up high enough, you won't really activate the glutes. But if you come up high and squeeze the glutes as tight as you can, that is optimal. Now another way to increase the intensity of this is walk your feet out a little bit, put your hands down to the side, squeeze your knees together, squeeze the glutes up to the top and hold for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Press down with your hands, lift up, squeeze the knees together and squeeze the glutes as tight as you can. Now this is called an anchored bridge when you squeeze the knees together. And that again is very good for developing more active active and engaged glutes, which will help with low back pain, and it'll help alleviate and eliminate some of the back pain. So if you've been experiencing that, give these a try. And that's day number 16. I'll see you tomorrow.